Welcome back. We're so glad to have you back for our third session. And I have Ginger Stumne. She is the, she works with ARMS, and she's going to tell you all about that and exactly what they do. So Ginger, I just want to welcome you to the show.
Well, thank you.
I am so glad to have you. I've talked about you many times. I've talked about some of the things that you do in our community, and your name is so well known in our community in a positive way.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a positive. That's good.
Yes. My name a lot of times, sometimes positive, sometimes negative. I've never heard anything negative about you.
Well, thank you.
Everything has been positive. And so I am so glad to have her on the show so she can tell you some more positive things she's doing in our community. And again, even when we talk about the community, we're talking about all of Nye County. So that's what it's all about. And this show is entitled Nye County for that very reason, because we cover the entire area. But of course, we're located in Pahrump, so a lot of things we talk about happen to, I guess, be an emphasis on Pahrump.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the majority of people are here, but then there are different organizations. I have myself been to Tonopah and Beatty, to their senior centers, and helped there too.
And you talk about senior centers, so tell our audience, what is ARMS?
Well, ARMS was basically a thought, something that I had, and everybody knows me from the gym. The first move is yours. That's what most people say. They still do it now. And they would come to me. I'm born and raised here, so I've learned what
Born in Pahrump?
Well, born in Henderson, but
Okay, hey, close enough.
Yep, my grandparents moved here in '62.
Okay.
So I learned all the different things that are out there. There's so much help in this community that people are just unaware of. And working at the gym, I dealt with a lot of our seniors. They had memberships paid for. They would come to me with all sorts of things, such as, oh, it's open enrollment for Medicare. I don't know what I should do. Oh, well, let me tell you, they're doing a Humana presentation here at this time. There's this one. And I would guide them, get your list of prescriptions, a list of doctors, and go meet with them both. And I just kind of gave them the information. Then somebody else would come with something different. And I had the information in my head, so I went ahead and would help them. And then I started to think, why is this only happening for people that know me? Why shouldn't I open this up to everybody, and then through different jobs? And so I thought, I want to start a business. I want to do this and help more people. And I wanted it to be a nonprofit. I knew that off the bat because I don't want it to be a fee for service.
So this is a nonprofit business.
We are a 501c3.
Outstanding.
In fact, when I filed my 501c3, it was approved in less than 2 months.
Oh.
Lightning fast.
Yes.
So, of course, it was tossing it around for about 4 or 5 months, getting everything back and forth together. But the government approved it, and it is a 501c3. So, basically, ARMS, I knew that I wanted it called ARMS because, to me, it's a hug. So in our arms.
For arms.
So a hug. I knew I wanted the name to be ARMS.
Okay.
So I was determined on that. And my daughter is an artist, and she drew our logo, which is a hug that's in our arms. Then I was somebody asked me, what does ARMS stand for? And I went, oh. So we sat down at my board and we started throwing different things out there, and the name and the acronym needs to fit with what we do.
Absolutely.
So we are the advanced resource with the methods for your solutions, and in our arms you receive care, compassion, and assistance in connecting to the resources that meet your needs. So I started connecting with different organizations in town, what they do, what are their criteria, so that when a client comes to us, we do an initial assessment. Okay. And here's the thing, everybody's gonna come in with one problem because this is most pressing in their life right now. We're gonna assess and find out there's about 5 or 6 areas that need to be addressed. So we're going to put them in a priority manner, and of course working with different organizations, the Coalition, No to Abuse, the Veterans Administration, the hospice, the home health, everything, we will break it down to what they're going to qualify for and which one is the best. Then we connect them to it and make sure that that is being met, that need is being met, that it's being addressed, and we follow up. And it's with anything that they can possibly need. What somebody could come to you and they need help with energy assistance, but you got to send them somewhere else, and then that person may or may not be able to help them. We know all of those things. Okay. So we help any type of thing, Social Security, disability, veterans filings, any type of home health, power of attorneys, things like that. Again, it's documents, you fill in the blank. I'm also a notary. So we provide the notary and the witnesses to get those documents that you need, and everything is for free.
It's almost like, what is it you can't do?
Yeah.
This
A lot of it,
this
we
is
can't
like
help you get a
Superwoman.
job.
This
You
is
know.
Superwoman coming to help you, to save the day.
I've been told we are the clearinghouse of resources.
Oh, I love this.
So I can tell you that a lot of you are surprised. We have been in operation now for 3 years,
Okay.
and we have assisted over 500 clients in the last 3 years, 276 of them in 2016 alone, with resolution to their needs.
Okay.
In that process, we have brought in over $200,000 to those people, whether it's benefits they're entitled to, claims they need to file, things that they need to do. We've brought in $80,000 to our vets just in getting proper things done the right way.
Well, I know we have some information on the screen right now, and I'm begging you, if you know anybody that needs any of this information, please contact Ginger and her organization. We've got it, the email address is on the screen along with a phone number. I hope you're writing this down because this is an asset in our community that so many people are totally unaware of. I was unaware of it until I met Ginger some years ago, and she explained some of this, and I'm thinking, wow, we have this available. You hear about so many other things that are going on. This is fantastic. So ARMS is here, the hug. ARMS is here to help you. So if you know anybody that's looking for help or anything else, that's what it's all about. I hear from people that I know personally, I hear Ginger's name mentioned over and over and over. Again, in a very positive way. Ginger did this to help me, or Ginger did that. And like I said, I wanted to know more about exactly what ARMS was all about. So I invited her to the show, and she readily accepted. Now, this won't be the last time I have her on the show because there's just so much.
Numerous hats.
We're not going to be able to cover everything in this one session. I know that. So we're going to have her back later on to provide more information to you.
The
Ginger,
other thing too is we
ahead.
are still non-funded. We applying for grants, again, you know, if any is a nonprofit, it's a very competitive process.
Yes.
And it's a lot of time constraints. So for 3 years, we have been operating strictly on donations from our clients.
Okay.
The majority of our clients are indigent. Mm-hmm. And they see so much value in what we've helped that I've had, in fact, it was a veteran in Beatty, was so excited and so thrilled of how much we helped him that he wanted to give us something.
Okay.
And I kept telling him, no, it's okay, it's okay. You don't have to. You know. And he reached in his pocket and he had literally 15 cents and some lint. And that's what he wanted to give me, and that's all he had. And I took the lint, and I asked him to keep his 15 cents. You know, that it's a pay it forward, and later down the road, just help somebody else. And I left for the day, and when I came back, there was 15 cents shoved under the door. So we've had donations as small as 15 cents,
Yes.
and we've had another donation that was $1,200 from a person that we helped. We've only had 4 businesses in this town help us. We receive a lot of support from Majestic Management Incorporated, which is the VN Senior Homes. The CCA Prison helped us. The hospital gave us a donation. And Honeybee Homes. With the exception of those 4, not a single business in this town has helped.
Businesses, I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're paying attention. Another question I want to ask is, I know ARMS helps people, whether you're veterans or not. You know, I'm going to push toward veterans. So I'm going to ask Ginger this question right off the top of her head. What percentage are veterans versus non-veterans? Not that non-veterans don't need help. I want you to emphasize that. But I just want to know what she's doing and what type percentage do we have there?
I would say based upon the over 500 clients, because we do fill out a demographic sheet, 75% are veterans.
75%. Okay, and 25% non-veterans. They need help as well. I don't want to just focus on veterans with this because everybody that needs help needs help.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing is they come to us, and if we can't help them, then we know the organization that can.
Okay.
So a lot of the younger generation, our main demographic is the seniors, the disabled, and the vets. That's our demographic. To me, that's our lost demographic, and that's the one that I'm most in touch with. My whole family is military. So That's the one that really drew me. And there's so much in technology that, especially for our elderly, they're told, go online and look this up and do this and fill out this form and email it. They don't. They
Yes.
don't know how. Therefore, they don't get it done, then they don't get their needs met, and we end up in a negative cycle. So even being able to help them with those simple little tasks. My email is used for several clients, and I get the things, and then I print them and I give them to them, and we fill them out. And it's not something that's fixed in one day. It can take weeks, it can take months. It just depends if we're diligent. And I know we've not been out there in the public much. I've had a lot of people, oh, as a nonprofit, you definitely need to let the public know how much you're doing. But we don't do it for the recognition, so that's not my focus. But I'm understanding that in a nonprofit world, we need to. So even our volunteers, that we don't get paid. This is all volunteer. The state of Nevada is the second cheapest in the United States for what they value volunteer hours at in a nonprofit.
Oh, sure.
They value our hours at $19.05 an hour. We have over $88,000 in volunteer man hours. That's what, at the rate of $19.05, it would have been over $88,000 paid to do what we've done for free.
Folks, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. And again, 501c3, they need help, they want help, and they're going to continue to help whether we help them or not. So
you can donate on the website. We have a website.
Fantastic.
It's www.parumparms.org, and I believe they're going to put it up there.
Okay.
But it is a website, and you can look at it. It has donate here. You can see the services for seniors, the vets, the disabled. Everything that we do is all on our website. It's
Give that website one more time.
It's www.parumparms.org. So because it is a nonprofit, it is .org. I have a lot of people that will call, well, I've tried to find it and I'm not finding it, and they're looking at .com.
Okay.
It's .org.
It's .org, and again, let's do something to help them. There's so many businesses out there that could be helping, and we want everybody to participate in, because if you help ARMS, you're helping everybody. It is so important that we do this and maintain
100%
this.
100% goes right back into the program.
100% back into the program. Yep. Fantastic. Ginger, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Like I said, I've heard about ARMS for several years now, and I've heard so many positive things about ARMS and many positive things about you and what you've accomplished. So what you've accomplished for all of us. So it's so important that we continue this, and I just want to thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm going to shake your hand right now. We've got just a few more seconds, and I want to close with the fact that you've got all the information to contact Ginger. Please participate in this, because they can use all the help from you. Thanks for watching this program.